It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Cleveland. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to the air here. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Come on, set. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. That one complete to Njoku. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here we go. Second down.
Set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Go.
Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. This one from 47 yards away. And he had just enough leg behind that one. It is off the crossbar and through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast. Lamar off the play fake. Pass complete to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on third. Cut out left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. This one, St. Andrews outright. Oh, he lost the football. And that goes out through the end zone. So a costly turnover, a would-be touchdown. Going to be a touchback instead. Ball coming out to the 20. Henry can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. George Pickens, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Second and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to the air following the pick 6. Completed here to Pickens. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Browns 10. Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They connect on the deep shot. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Forced out to his right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Go!
They're throwing it. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Ravens looking at 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running once more with Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Another run for Henry. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throw on 3rd down. That's taken in by Henry. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Now pitch it to Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Complete beyond the marker. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down, here's Lamar. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Browns 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19. Ready?
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ozzy, sit up.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He'll get this to Henry. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Escapes the massive hit. The ball is out. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The intended target there was David Njoku. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Hey, middle.
Walker going to motion over right. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes his grasp. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top.
And they take this in for the score. The Ravens can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Big game downfield. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns make it an 18-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They pitch it out to him here. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up. Lamar out of the pistol. On the move, headed right. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
No, we changed it.
They'll run here with Henry. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, report. Report.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They've got a man in motion. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. David Ncaa, the guy he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Judy there to grab it. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Here we go, sack.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
He's throwing for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Oh, no, ball's loose. Ball's loose in the end zone. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line.
Not a team in the league that isn't working on specific two-point plays throughout the week. And man, is it ever gratifying when you get a chance to run one and deliver. It proves everyone was paying attention in practice and in the meeting rooms too.
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
It's on.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This finds Likely. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Now a run with Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On second down, here's Henry again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To throw it on 1st down. Completed here to Pickens. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation.
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens approaching win number 7 on the year.
Wanna quit?
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Jukes one defender, and he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens stretch the lead to 23. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
Looking for a throw here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw now. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet deep to their... He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got Andrews. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch.